Let's make sure everything's working. Let's make sure everything is working. Alright. What was one of my... Hi! Not sure I'll be doing any killer matches, so... Because I can't do... In 2v8, I refuse to do killer matches without my normal co-host. So... Yeah. Man, I was reading those. Okay, so today we're going to be doing 2v8, and later, I'm going to stream more Ender Lilies. Or at least that's the plan. Just so you're aware, Wolf Witch, Pyramid Head and Dracula are now playable. However, they had to kill switch Legion because people. Nice mohawk. Yeah. Yeah, BS that hit me. Come on. I swear, 9 times out of 10, I'm somehow one of the first ones, if not the first one. Like, no, it should take a while before I'm caught. Like, that hit with his bounce, there's no way that that was a legit hit. There's no way.
So 2v8 is just 2 matched mushed together?
No, it's not 2 matches mushed together. It's 8 survivors, 2 killers. This is the 4th iteration? They've had a few versions of it. I think it was the second. It was like the second or third iteration version of this, where, like, last year. Where they introduced Wesker and Nemesis. This one, we have Pyramid Head and Dracula joining. No, wait, Legion was also part of the one with that involved that brought the Resident Evil killers. The reason why Legion got involved is because one of Legion's cosmetics is human units not killed, or hunk, which is a Resident Evil thing. Bullshit game. Come on. But there is a huge problem that the killer's goal has doubled. So it's 8 survivors instead of 4. But here's where the kicker is. Survivors don't have to do 10 gens. They only have to do 8.
You disappoint me. Is that the best you've got?
I didn't even get a fucking chance.
And with the maps the same size, the ground killers have to cover heads with a decent partner.
The maps are not the same size. The maps are bigger. And this is where you really see that behavior doesn't know how to implement in-game chat. They don't know how to, because then they realize we can't have 2 killers just be with randoms, because killers don't have emotes. They have no way to communicate with each other whatsoever. And I finally got this. But yeah, they have no way to communicate with each other. It's, in all honesty, absolutely horrible. Because, and this is what gets even better. If you queue up for 2v8, you can have a full pre-made team of 8 survivors. So yeah, it creates even more trouble. It created even more problems. Survivors should have to do all 10 gens. They should have to be doing 8 and 10 gens, not 8. oh, but what?
Here Violet
And
see this time, just to see if there's any real difference.
I've heard the argument. Well, what if the killers manage to get a good get a good gen spawn that makes it harder to. The entire point is for the survivors to get past that. They shouldn't have 17. They shouldn't have like 6 gens left when they only need to do one more. And before you ask, yes, behavior has been asked when are they going to put in something like proxy chat or something. And the response that was given was rude. Like, we are never going to do that. And it's like, don't say you're never going to do it. Don't say you're never going to do it. Just admit that you don't know how to do it. Just admit you don't know how to do it. Oh, Oni and Wraith. That's not Oni, that's a werebear. Yeah, Oni has a new outfit. Also, there are classes instead of perks. That's another thing to remember about 2v8. And it's a mode that they occasionally bring back. It's not on all the time. That little red thing that you see right there, that's my aura being revealed because I am unhooked.
I can hear the bear noises XD.
Yeah, werebear. That's, for some reason, possessed by a cat. Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me. I cannot give you an answer as to why. Come on. You expect me to believe that it's that fucking long of a lunge? Thank you, Ace. Thank you for not helping getting me healed faster. Me? Possessed by a cat. I'm also silent because of my scout abilities. While I am injured, I will not make a peep.
Possessed by a cat. Get a spray bottle.
Yeah, I'll show you the. I will show you the. I'll show you the costume. Man, we got a lot of broken pallets. Way over there? No way in hell am I making that. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. That's a tie. I was not paying attention. If any of them were only on the second hook, I could have possibly gotten whoever was closer, but I don't think I could have. In case you're curious, this is the new... We have Walking Dead characters right now. Rick Grimes and however you say her name. But we also have the new character, V.
ไม่ชอบบรรยากาศอย่างนี้เลยแฮะ
Also, I'm pretty sure she's Taiwanese. No, I didn't spend money on the new chapter. I can just use shards to buy the characters because they're original. Oh right, I was going to show you. See, there's a cat on top of him. Funnily enough, there's actually an audio bug with Spirit here, and it's really cool. The Junji Ito skin. It has a laugh with it, and sometimes, and she will laugh when she downs a survivor, and the audio bug will occur where you can get that same audio without this skin. It's really it's weird. It's really weird. We also got new skins for Pyramid Head. And Dracula. But also, funnily enough, Trevor Belmont has a new skin. He is now Richter We can now turn him into Richter Belmont. And Cheryl was also given a new skin. No, that's not what I wanted. There's also a new feature called Play While You Wait, where you play survivor matches when you queue up for killer.
Richter Trevor's grandkid.
Yes, actually. Well, Richter is Trevor's descendant. Trevor also has a Simon, a Simon Belmont skin. And he even has a skin that references his own ancestor, Leon Belmont. That's the were elk. Were elk is one of Huntress's skins. And it was when it first released, it actually had an audio bug where the lullaby was softer than it needed to, was much softer than it should have been. And then it got bugged again in a different 2v8. We didn't even get a gen done before DC. Let's be real, that shouldn't have worked. Let's be honest. Yeah, every time they get a hook, we get a buff to Jen's repair speed. And every time we repair Jen, we get a debuff to Jen's speed. I don't understand the reasoning behind this system. Come on! What the hell? Why did you give up on the one, but not me? I don't understand! You see, that's something that doesn't make any sense. You hit the one survivor, but then you just abandoned them? What kind of logic was that? Come on. I guarantee the moment I play killer, I'm gonna have nothing but losses. I spent 80% of that running away. I didn't even do anything. Which is just another problem with this game. Give us a single player mode. Not multiplayer. Nobody wants to do PvP anymore. If people wanted to still play PvP, people wouldn't be bitching about the PvP aspect. This is always the biggest problem with PvP games. Like, no focus on PvP. No more PvP games. We need to get away from that. Make games more co-op. No more PvP. I refuse to go back in there. Yeah, this is the list of killers that we have. You have Trapper, Wraith, Hillbilly Nurse, and Huntress being the first 5 that were playable. Then we got Spirit. Then we have Spirit, used to Legion, because apparently people didn't like Legion Legion doing Legion's thing. What the? I didn't press that. We have Ghostface, Oni, Slinger, Pyramid Head, Blight, Nemi, Wesker, and Dracula. Bridge is getting a new cosmetic. for this rift. Although, if you want to know who the new killer is, might as well show her. Might as well show her Mori. Yeah, based on Indonesian, Malaysian, Taiwanese folklore. I forget what its name was, but it does have an appearance in the Shin Megami Tensei, or at least SMT5. There we are. I don't think you've seen Legion's hunk outfit. Hold on. Here it is. Yeah, I believe it stands for a human unit not killed. It's supposed to be from one of the Resident Evil games. I just don't know which one. Although, funnily enough, Ghostface got a new cosmetic for the 2v8. Hold on, let me see if I can't find it. Here it is. Ghostface Nevermore. Of course, one of my favorite killers, Unknown here. He has an interesting one. Of course, it gets even more terrifying with whatever the hell this is. Did Xeno get anything new? Ah, yes. Deep Sea Xeno. And Juggernaut. What about Singularity? That's nice. Unfortunately, Skull Merchant is shit. Oh, I remember that now. Not much they can do with her. What about Blighty? Did he get anything new? Oh yeah. Yeah, he's had this for a while, where he just becomes William Birkin. And he has his own cat appearance. Honestly, he looks like he came out of, what was it called? Pet Cemetery? Was that what that one novel was called? Pet Cemetery? Looking like Wish.com Davy Jones.
Mao.
Licensed. Hikizura's. Is this a Junji Ito skin? Artist has a fair few. This is from Boulay Brothers, I believe. But then we have the Jabberwocky, which I think is a freaking awesome skin. Okay, this is definitely Junji Ito. The Leshen is one of my favorite ones. What about Houndmaster? Yeah, the dog changes. This means that eventually we'll get a cosmetic where Victor can get a little hat. By the way, have you ever wanted to see Matthew Lillard in a video game? Doesn't just stop with that, you also have Glitch Trap. And the newest one. But yeah, Shaggy just hasn't been the same ever since Scooby's death. Did Wesker get anything new? We have Stars Wesker and New Dawn. Oh yeah, with the 2v8, we also got this new one. Yeah, OG Nemesis. What about Trickster? Doesn't look like he got anything new that I can see. Cat's prediction. Oh, hey, Sea Goddess. Forgot about this one. Freddy still doesn't have any cosmetics because they hate him. Oh, Pig got her own blighted outfit, and it is terrifying. Doesn't look like Doc got anything new. What about Hag? He's a kitty. Did Trapper get anything? Well, Trapper got this. Like some time ago. Oh hey! Got 3 little piggies on his back. That's a nice touch. Oh, it only does for the hooks. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, I got all three things. Yeah, Wolfwitch, you're gonna love this one. Where are you? It's Mira the dog from Silent Hill 2. This was a little difficult since I can't use that perk. Well, I can't use that perk because, you know. Oh man. I'm paired up with a Death Slinger. This should be interesting. Fun fact: when Death Slinger first got introduced, he was bugged because it was definitely an oversight because they didn't consider it. But what would happen is that if Slinger had somebody speared, what would happen is if the other killer made any sort of attack, even if it was a miss, it would break the chain. It was clearly an oversight that they weren't aware of what's going to happen. What the class I'm using, Wolfwitch, what does is it makes speed. Not worth it. The hell? Impossible game! This is what I mean by impossible. See what I mean? Too many gens. We have no shot at winning. That just begs the question. Why even have killers playable? Why let killers be playable if you're not going to punish survivors? And I really do mean punish them. Like, they completed gen, permanent debuff. They blinded the killer, permanent debuff. They need to make the fucking survivors actually fucking suffer. No, you see, that's the thing. Do not say brutal killer. It's failure, 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 failure. You are now permanently banned from the game. I'm sorry, but no. This game should have never been made in the first place. What should have been done, somebody proposed it and be like, are the survivors going to be punished for every mistake? If the answer is no, guess what? Denied. Can't have it. You see, if you're going to have 2v8, you must put in verbal communications for fucking killer. Otherwise, you are a fucking idiot who shouldn't touch programming ever. That's what needs to happen, is that there needs to be actual fucking punishment. The survivor needs to be punished. You are winning way too much. The killers have not gotten enough hooks. Therefore, you cannot progress anymore. You now have to fail. There is no 60% kill rate. That is an absolute lie. 60% kill rate, my ass. It's not 60%, it's 10 at most. Survivor escape rates should be 0%. They're going for a 60% kill rate. But that doesn't make it makes perfect sense. 0% survivors can escape. At some point, developers have to realize this is not working. These numbers that we are seeing are not working. It'd be like, no. If you're not playing a mobility killer, you do not get to play. That's how this mode works. Like, only mobility killers. Trapper, not a mobility killer. He's out. If it's not a killer with mobility, do not fucking put them in. I am sick and tired of hearing about the 60% kill rate. That is absolute horse shit. There is no 60% kill rate outside of low MMR, and you fucking know it. Anyone who tries to argue against that is a liar. And they are doing it on purpose. They are intentionally lying because they do not play killer. When this game was first made, somebody should have said, no, survivors need to be punished. Every time they get a gen done, they are given a massive permanent debuff, and it will stack. What's the point of there being a killer player? If the killer player doesn't win most of the time. This is not a game with 4 killers and 4 survivors. It is 1 killer, so the killer needs to win 80% of the matches. Minimum. That's not fair. Shut the fuck up. You want fair? Make a 4v4 asymmetrical horror game. But that wouldn't be an asymmetric. Exactly. The killer must win. If the killer is not winning, that's a problem. It should have been every time the killer loses, they get massive buffs. Massive buffs that stack throughout every match. It's like, I'm not playing with non-mobility killers. I'm sorry, but you can't play with anything on this stupid game. And some of the things not going to be listened to. Nobody ever listens to small streamers. It's just, and it's just like, no, they actually need to be punished by law now. It's like, no. You marketed this as an asymmetrical horror game. The balance says that it is not an asymmetrical horror game. Therefore, it is legally false advertisement. Legally, this is false advertisement. I don't feel like this is an asymmetrical horror game, and it's very clearly not. Because if it was, guess what? Less than half of those survivors would have escaped. If you're going to make a 2v8, killers get in-game chat. Get an in-game voice chat. But Behavior doesn't know how to do a fucking in-game voice chat. Because if they did, they would have already done it. They would have already done it. It would be over with, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. No, I'm fucking done.